Today, I would love to speak to you about the power of receiving. And many people underestimate how important it is to master this art. So, first of all, I just want to ask you, I want you to imagine that there is something that you really decided you want. You really know you want, you've been yearning for it, it's been on your wish list for a while, and you're not getting it. And I want you to then imagine that it actually arrives one day. It's there. It's at your house. But unfortunately, there is absolutely no space for it because your house is completely filled with other things that you probably don't even care about any longer. In fact, I will dare to say probably clutter because you haven't touched them in months. They give you no joy, they serve no purpose, and have no business being there. And so, one of the first things that those who really master the art of receiving understand is that they let go of the old. And it's a continuous, seamless process. They also are really so clear about what they want that they don't accept or go for anything that they don't really want. And so even if it looks a little bit like it, but isn't quite it, if it doesn't really make their heart sing, it's thank you and no thank you. And they use those opportunities, which I will call contrast, as ways of really clarifying what it is they truly want. So number one, it's extremely important to release the old. So you're creating space for what you desire now. The second thing I'm going to share with you is, this is an Abraham Hicks concept, which is that when you and that which you desire are not on the same frequency, then you cannot have it. In other words, when you and that which you desire are on the same frequency, on the same vibration, it is done. And so in order to truly receive what you want, you also have to master relaxing, opening, and allowing. If you're constantly in a state of worry, stress, doubt, control, resistance, restriction, then even though you may be a master at visualizing and quite clear about what you want, unfortunately, instead of connecting with that with assurance and belief that it is already done, you're repelling it with all those negative vibrations I just mentioned. So note that, yes, clarity on my desire is number one, but also matching my vibrational state with that which I desire is number two, and you get to relax for that to happen. Now, relaxation is super important also because it helps you reconnect with your heart. I'm sure you've all heard about heart coherence, where your head and your heart are just working in absolute synchrony. You're creative, you're open, there are lots of insights. It's amazing. It's a beautiful state for your body and your mind. And when you are stressed, this is impossible. And so reconnecting with yourself from a relaxed point of view, knowing that you're not stressed with all the clutter and all the old stuff that's weighing you down is important. So first of all, you get to release the old, create space, ease. Then you get to relax, which allows you open up to insight, genius level of frequencies, allows your body and your mind work in synchronicity, openness, allowing, and trust. And then you reconnect with what your heart truly wants from that space of stillness. And that is where you start seeing magic happen. Because, of course, you have a brilliant mind. However, there's things the heart knows the head has no idea about. And I heard this in a yoga studio once in California. And honestly, I can't remember the yoga class, but when the yoga teacher said this, it just resonated so much. And she said, May the intelligence of the mind bow to the wisdom of the heart. And when we reconnect with our hearts, when we're no longer worried about what other people are thinking, when we're no longer saying, oh, my dad wants me to do that, my mom wants me to do that, and my husband, no. What do you want? When we start walking to the beat of our own drums, watch how everything conspires to really serve and support you. And when we are in our heart space, there is no better place to truly step into our vision. Not the old vision of yesterday, not the play small vision, not the tell me how to do it and when it will happen, and I've got to check everything before I can envision. This is a vision that breaks paradigms. This is a vision that has nothing to do with what you personally can do. This is a vision basically that is thanks to your connection with Source, you trusting that you will have everything that is required, and you have the courage, the audacity, the boldness to step up and claim that vision as yours. And from that space of that vision, which lights you up and lights other people up, you get to do the next thing. And this is where I really want us to slow down here, because this is where sometimes we miss the mark. So we have that beautiful vision and we're excited about it. And we start taking action because some action is required. It's not just about meditating and visualizing, right? And what happens is that sometimes we get frustrated and we step into this very, very unfortunate cycle of believing that when you see the vision happen is when you will rejoice. Rookie mistake. Your vision you can consider as your desire having already been manifested. You're simply waiting for it to be manifested in this plane, but it is done. And the fastest way for that vision to come into your own personal space is for you to feel joy, for you to celebrate now, for you to match the vibrational space of what it is you want. So if you are waiting for your desire to feel happy, joyful, grateful, then that desire will take so much longer or may never even come into your space. So it's essential that as soon as you have that vision, share it, be on the frequency of it, behave as if it's already done, be the woman that is already walking in that vision. The celebration is a magnet for what you desire. And I know that it may not be easy, but then what really amazing thing has ever been just easy? I love this beautiful quote, as in the relationship between diamonds and pressure. Diamonds are some of the most beautiful gems in the world, actually maybe one of the strongest, hardest substances, and the amount of pressure that's required is just incredible. So the question is, if you truly want to start manifesting at a very high level, and you do not want to do so at the cost of your health, your relationships, and your joy, then it's important to find a smart way of accessing that. It's not 50% strategy, 50% state, or 80% strategy, 20% state. It's 80% energy and state and 20% strategy. You can work till you're blue in the face and still not receive what you desire. And the reason is not because it's not already there, it's because unfortunately you are blocking. So you have what you want to receive. Unfortunately, you're not, instead of feeling joy, you're feeling doubt, you're feeling worry. instead of really being in that 10x vision, 100x vision, you're doing incremental steps which don't really truly inspire you because you're not really reconnected with your own heart, because you're stressed and you're in doubt, and also because you're clinging to the old. And the power of receiving is immeasurable, because when we learn to receive, then everyone around us starts to modify their behavior. And even those people used to say, oh my goodness, that person never helps me. Don't they know what I want? Why do I have to do everything? When you shift into a master receiver, when you open up to receiving, which for some may feel vulnerable, then everyone starts to support you. And I want you to sit with that, because I want you to ask yourself honestly today, are you comfortable with being supported? Are you comfortable with receiving? Is receiving something that brings you joy, that you do with ease, or is it something that you actually feel uncomfortable about? Do you feel guilty? Do you feel unworthy? Do you feel that anything that comes easy is suspicious because you have got to earn anything that comes in? Do you feel that if somebody gives you something, that means you owe them and it feels heavy? If this is the case, then please do not beat yourself up or feel bad or shame, because many, many, many women feel this way. But you have a choice today. You can choose to keep on the same way you're going, which I'm going to label as the hard way. Or you can say, hey, I have a huge vision and I am going to master the art of receiving so that I can multiply what it is I'm able to bring into my personal space. Because I can tell you all those things you desire are there, but there are many ways in which, as high achievers, life happening by me, A-type personality women, we are blocking these blessings. And it took me understanding that, yes, there is action I get to take, but life is not happening by me. That's a hard way. Life is happening through me. And if life is happening through me, I get to open up and receive what life has for me, what life would like to bring through me into the world. Any woman who has a huge vision is a woman who wants to create an impact, wants to create a difference, right? And if you've been given this dream, you may want to read the book, The Dream Giver. By the way, it's incredible. If you've been given a dream, then you get to walk with your head high in confidence, knowing that you will be supported on your path to fulfill this dream. It is not just you, it is you and the whole universe, because the universe wants expansion. The universe wants things to become better. The universe wants people's problems to be solved. The universe does not want people to suffer. And you may be the one that's been called to support them on that journey. And for that to happen, you get to become a master receiver. Because the last point is, imagine you go out and you get people to support you. Well done, you're a leader. And you actually achieve this dream. And at the last thing, you simply are not able to receive money, or you don't charge enough. Then you're going to be working and overworking and burning out. That may resonate with a lot of people. Or it may be that you receive the money and you find a way to get rid of it as quickly as possible, thus maintaining yourself in financial insecurity. Thus, being in a state where you do not have financial freedom, but you're constantly on the hamster wheel in order to earn the next buck. And this at some point will affect your health, mental and physical, and also affect your relationship with your clients, where it may turn into desperation as opposed to pure service, because anyway, you're being taken care of. And serving your client does not mean they don't pay. In fact, when your clients pay you and pay you well, you are doing them a great service. Because when people pay, they pay attention. So you becoming a master receiver of support, of money, of insight, of compliments, of even feedback. To receive without resistance is one of the greatest arts you will ever master. And so the blocks, I'm just going to mention them again. Number one is holding onto the past, not creating space. And there may be reasons for that, and I get it. And this is one of the reasons I do what I do, to really help people just stop basically holding on to the old and finding new perspectives to let it go and process that. The second one is to relax. We're often in the upregulation phase, action, 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 do, hyper vigilance, and we're never allowing ourselves down regulate, thinking we don't have time to do so. Rookie mistake. By doing that, I burnt out, because if I had taken the time to relax so I could have enough energy to go back up the curve and back again, I would not have burnt out and spent several years trying to heal my body. The other one is disconnection. When we're so focused on the externals and we forget about what we truly desire and what we truly want, that creates this alignment. And when we're not connected with our heart, then there's no joy. And from that space, it's very important to have a vision that's aligned with your values and your true self. And this is my favorite one. Learning to celebrate no matter what. Learning to celebrate now that your vision has already happened. I'm basically creating, vibrating based on your vision, not based on what you're currently observing. If you can master this one thing, you will see life change for you. So to receive is to step into the worthiness that that which you have envisioned is yours, that you are deserving of it without having to work yourself to the bone. And the fact that it is your dream means that everything is there for you. Everything will support you to become she who walks that dream. I would love to support you further. Reach out to me by DM, pop a link, pop your name in the chat if you'd love me to reach out to you. This is what I just love to witness as I see women move from scarcity and stress and never having enough money, never having enough clients, to becoming abundance magnets. And not only for money, but for love, for their health and vitality, for anything that they desire in life. And becoming beacons of light for those around them. So love and light, everyone. Cannot wait to see how you start practicing receiving.